What's going on, everybody? RA, your pro wrestling nerd. I know it's been a few weeks since the last predictions video, but I wanted to talk about something that's going to change the channel a little bit and my experience with it. Honestly, our most popular video on this channel is the NXT live events that I tape up and get to you guys. I do the best I can to get the clips I do get because NXT live events, they don't allow you to record. They're actually very stingy about it. And at the last show in Dade City, I got caught recording. It's happened before. It's been a few years, but it's happened before. And normally when it happens, they just say, don't record. I say, okay. I don't record the rest of the day and go about my day. This time was very, very different. It happened. They caught me about 2-3 matches in. Whatever, fine. Just went back to taking pictures. This time, the security guy stood behind me the entire rest of the show and just stared at me and hawked at me. And I'm not even being paranoid about it. I keep looking around and he's just staring and looking at me and staring and looking at me. It made me very, very uncomfortable. And about halfway through the main event, he goes and starts moving around again. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. End of the show happens, and I'm waiting to meet the performer afterwards, turn around to leave, and he stops me and starts chastising me and all this. He's like, does your neck hurt? Because I seen you eyeballing me the whole time, which I was never eyeballing him the whole time or not. I wasn't eyeballing him. I just kept looking because I could tell he was right behind me just staring at me. And he starts chastising me some more about recording and all that stuff. I said I didn't record anymore, blah, blah, blah. He goes, well, you're taking a lot of live photos because I use my iPhone. Number one, I don't use live photo because I don't need live photos for anything. So I have that turned off because all it does is take up space on my phone. So I'm trying to tell him, no, I use a dark filter because, if you notice the first few videos, the pictures were pretty crappy compared to what I do now because I found the dark filter on it that makes pictures look better in the dark when the lighting's not great. And he's just going off, and he's like, oh, and you started recording again during the main event. I had one of my girls watching you. And the fact that he's watching me like I'm a common criminal. Dude, you're security, not the camera police. It was just the way he was talking to me and the way he treated me. I mean, I'm a 44-year-old man, and he's talking to me like I'm a little kid. This guy, and this ain't the first run-in I've had with this guy. I mean, remember one of his first times. I'll show you a picture of him. His name's Jim. He's kind of an egomaniac. But he's kind of an egomaniac. He's got his little Jim 316 sign. Because all he cares about is photoing. He don't care if people are getting inappropriate at the talons or if they're fighting over there. As long as they're not filming that, we're good. He's a jackass. But getting back to it, the first time I ever had any kind of real seen him was I was at a show. I don't remember where it was at, but it was raining. And a group of us that got there early, about a half hour before the Q&A start, came up closer to the door where there's an awning so we wouldn't get rained on. He came out there yelling and screaming at us to get back, blah, 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 blah. It's way too early for us to be here. And I turned and looked. I said, dude, it's a half hour before the Q&A. Well, still, that's a half hour. You need to be way out there. And I said, dude, it's raining. I don't care. And he slams the door and goes back in. I'm like, wow, he's kind of a jerk. But I never really had any real big issue with him like that until recently, till this past show. So I just kind of put it as maybe he was having a bad day. Maybe he's new and trying to prove himself that he has some kind of authority or whatnot. So, over time, I kind of just let that go. But tonight, or not tonight, a couple weeks ago at the Dade City show, it just really irked me really bad. It was already turning out, that was just the start of was already a bad night. I'm not going to get into it. I had a bunch of stuff go wrong after that. But that was, out of all that happened, that was the one that irked me the most. The guy was a jerk about it. And and even getting a little bit deeper, the whole us not being able to record anything is kind of bogus because they record us. They even tell us at the beginning they're recording us and they can use it without any compensation to us. but we can't record them. It's not fair that it's one way or the other. And they don't tell you this till after you buy the ticket. I mean, I already knew because I've bought tickets multiple times, but if I'm a first person buyer and I don't agree with it, they're not going to refund you your money. And they'll be like, well, if I knew, people will be like, if I knew I couldn't record, I'm not going to do that. But and it's not right that they can record us, but we can't record them. And it's just ridiculous. So with all that being said, I've got 2 more videos of NXT live events, one for Davenport and one for Lakeland that was the night before the Dade City show. And unfortunately, those are going to be the last 2 NXT live videos we do on the channel, at least for a while. Because I'm not going to go through that again. And, I mean, I was super, super upset. I mean, I had to check my attitude with them because I'm trying to be professional with him, and I'm like, I'm not going to start nothing. I'm not going to start nothing. I'm not going to start nothing. Even with every heart of my being, wanted to cuss him out, wanted to go off on him, but I checked myself. I tried to leave to de-escalate the situation. He's like, we're not done here. So I'm not going to go through that again because I can't guarantee that I won't snap the next time on him. I do have a bit of a temper. I know my temper, and I try to know how to check my temper. But like I said, after these next 2 NXT live videos, I'm not going to be doing any more NXT live, at least for a good while, until something changes. Either he's gone or they change their policy. Which honestly, start yelling at WWE about it, because it's not right that they can record us but we can't record them. That's ridiculous. That is straight ridiculous. So yeah, I'm going to try some new things with the channel. Maybe try to bring some more people in that have some more opinions, because I know Big Johnny and Little J pretty much only do predictions. It's pretty much me on everything else. So, I mean, I'm going to try to maybe get some more people, try some new programs. Go in the comment, drop down below. What would you like? What were some of the things you would like to hear about or see us do? You'd like me to start doing more lists. I'll try to do more fantasy booking, stuff like that. I don't know where to go with this, because I was almost at the point to where I was ready to shut down the channel and just quit all this and stop watching wrestling. That's how bad this guy got under my skin. But it's been a couple weeks. I checked myself. I'm going to move forward. I still love wrestling. I can't not love wrestling. It's my 3 greatest loves are wrestling, Cleveland Guardians baseball, and video games. And video games kind of suck now. I mean, that's something else I could try, even though I hate the game so much, is put some more WWE 2K content out there. So remember, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Like I said, drop some comments down below. Give me some ideas of what you guys would like to see. Thanks for living through this. Thanks for hearing my rant. We'll see you again.
Watch out, 'cause I'm here now and I'm staying.